Hello, everybody. Happy Sunday. We are in, it's January 12th. We're in two different places. Michael is still out west, navigating through the work with his mom. Um, and it's been really an intense week. We were just talking before we got on, and we both had these interesting, kind of intense colds. There's an incredible amount of purification happening on many levels, emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually. We've gone through it this week. I don't know how you've been feeling. You may, maybe feeling it too. We've had, even a couple texts this morning of people, there's a lot of incredible loss happening, like serious grief. And all I can say from my experience is gentleness. Like yesterday, I was in such a space of just heavy, heavy grief about a lot of things. There's so many endings right now. There's a lot of people leaving. We saw the wildfires in California and the incredible destruction that happened and the loss there for people on just every level. I think a lot of people are in shock. And for me, there's almost a disassociation from it, like a cognitive dissonance where we're tempted to pretend it's not happening. And what I would say to you is if you can, do your best to feel it and move into it. And what Michael says is keep doing your breathing, keep doing your kriya, like just not to make it wrong or push it away, but this is part of our journey here and what's happening. I would also say there's incredible noise out there too of people, so many gimmicks, there's so much noise on YouTube, there's so much noise on Instagram of do this and you'll get this and do this and you'll get this, and really the only thing that really matters is you with your energy field and you with you. And no one's going to give you, no one's going to heal you, no one's going to give you money, no one's going to get, it's you with you. And I've been sad about that, really sad about some people that I really admire doing a lot of things that are to make money. And I get people have to support themselves, and it's part of the process here. But this energetic work is probably the most important thing you can contribute to the planet and to humanity and yourself. So yeah, so thank you all so much always of being here and being with us and showing up. It's amazing. So, yeah. I also want to say this. Thanks for all the great sharing in the WhatsApp group, of things, Dr. Naram and you posted that great video. I mean, there's just so many people sharing really great things for us to support each other. So thank you for participating too. It's great. So,
Yeah, there's so much purging. Like, what does purging look like? Sadness, grief. And if you're one of the lucky ones who are sailing through this, pranam. And it's really stressful on all the subtle bodies. And the auric field, it's all being purified. What exactly is being purified? Your shadow body. Some people call it the false matrix. They call it uh, the false matrix is kind of what they call it, right? This shadow body that we all have, pain body, right? You get it when you come through with the planet because the planet has been distorted. The stargates have been shut down. The grid has been turned off. We could say even reversed. so that the energy can be pulled off, so maybe the false matrix, right? So we are left with, we came here to activate our Krystos mission. What's the Krystos mission? Krystos mission is activating your divine human blueprint. That's how you re-encrypt the body, and that's how you help the planet through the ascension process, because it needs us. Each one of us are like the guardians of the templates, of the original divine immaculate human templates that are keyed to these stargates. And we're going through a stellar activation cycle. So I wanted to just share a little bit about all the information. There's so much information coming in for us, right? We're in that state of cognitive dissonance as the old things are being torn away and the veils being torn away, and everything that you think is true, it ain't true. Or, so how much can you take of the truth, right? So it's, I want to just share a little bit over the past, since we're very tied to the planets. We'll say not the planet, the sun, Sirius. They're like our cosmic sister, cosmic Krystos energy. They've been holding that energy for us through the stargates and through the planet, and you can see it in some of the civilizations, especially the Hindu culture, the blue people of the Hindu culture, right? So Sirius is, there's an alignments in our culture for many, many years because the masters knew that, and they aligned the grid system. They aligned a lot of the Chaco canyons and the Sedonas and all these different places on the planet that are Angkor Wat, right? There's all these different places on the planet where they're aligned to Sirius. So what happens when we're aligned with Sirius? We all know about the Lion's Gate portal, right? 88 is a new year when we align in the galactic alignment, the original galactic alignment with Sirius. So from that point on, this year, since 2024, 8-8, when we did that big Yagi and we had the thing, there's been a steady upgrade through Sirius, through our planetary grid of these energies. And to be very simple about it, we could say in August, we had strand 1, which would be our physical and etheric energy. And in September, we had our emotional. And then we had September, October would be your mental, strand 3. And then you went into November and you started to move into more of your heart, right? Strand 4. December started to move in more into the throat and into the soul expression, strand 5. In January, you're moving more into strand 6, okay? So each one of these, there's a download that happens somewhere between the 8th and the 14th of the month that kind of sits in the energy of the core of the planet. That's why we're always connecting to the core of the planet, because the planetary template, we're tied to the planetary template. As we activate our frequencies, we have a resonance that activates their frequency. The planet activates our frequency, we activate the stargates, and things ascend, right? And there's consolidation periods, because we're in a harmonic universe as well. Harmonic universes, first, second, and third would we consider our physical world, right? Fourth, fifth, and sixth, second harmonic universe is what we would call our soul. We're all embodying our soul, fourth, fifth, and sixth. So we're in that framework right now where we're embodying soul energies. What does that mean? Well, that's truth. That's alignment with Krystos. That means that everything that's not aligned, all the pain bodies, and all of the subtle bodies that are at the first, second, third strands that have not been working correctly are having to be re-encrypted. And that means we got to go through the eye of the needle. We got to go through nakedness to be able to get through these portals. We have to be purified, basically, right? So there's this purification going on. And then there's consolidation periods in that time. So December was one of those consolidation periods. I remember we did December 8th, we had a Krystos all-day meditation where we helped the grids, right? Well, that was a consolidation of first, second, and third of an accelerated ascension cycle for all of us that are doing this alchemy work, right? This is what you came to do at a soul level. So we had grids that helped anchor that, but there were also a connection through these portals that were this portal, this transit portal that I've been just describing as the strand activations, it's also a portal of connecting to the original blueprint of Mother Earth. And so we're activating through this ascension cycle, through these 0 point fields, like today or tomorrow is a full moon, right? We're activating a connection because of the alignments through this photonic belt right now, where we can connect with our Krystos family, our eternal Krystos that holds the 12th dimensional current. That's what we're activating, the 12th dimensional current. That's what we can hold. That's the only thing you should be, that's the only thing that's what's going to re-encrypt you. So um, that's what's going to help you weather the storms, right? Is to activate those Krystos energies. So we're in right now, I guess January. So what is that? The sixth dimension. And what happens is that when you get to like those frequencies are going into the planet now, and you'll start to feel them more in the humanity at the end of the month. But what it does, what it has the etheric template. That's called the etheric template when you look at sixth strand. When you get to that energy, though, it starts to bring up all the other energy. The frequency here is going to clear all of these lower frequencies, shadow bodies, so that we can roll up our energies into our soul level. So that's just kind of an energetic overview, a very simplified energetic overview of what's kind of happening to us or what's going on in the collective. And we just wanted to, whatever you're going through, you're purging. And so do your practice, stay connected to your Krystos, your divine human blueprint, move that Krystos energy. I don't know if you want to say anything more about that, honey.
Yeah, I want to say too, there's a lot of these activations on our YouTube channel, they're free. You know, even if you fall asleep with them, you can fast forward to the talking and just listen to them and allow them or have them in the background. There's another level of you doing it. And if you don't follow it specifically, like you don't understand some of the terminology, it's totally okay. Your higher self knows what to do. So I would just say the more you can do these practices, the better you're going to be equipped to mitigate the energies coming at the planet right now. And it's not going to stop. Unfortunately, we've got to clear this. And in this 12th dimensional higher Christos, none of this exists. I mean, none of the pain exists. None of the suffering exists. The animals aren't suffering. The people aren't suffering. The plants aren't being killed. You know, the trees aren't being cut down. It doesn't. So we've got to be strong and tap into that in order to hold it on behalf of all of us and each other and our planet, right? So it's a big job. It really sucks sometimes. I mean, you feel like, oh man, I'm so tired and I've got my own drama, but the best you can do is this. So there's two other things. Excuse me, as I'm getting through the last bit of this, whatever this is. Um, there's a pagamento today for the fires in California. Mama Rodrigo is going to be doing it with Aniwa. And Aniwa is the group of indigenous that gather every year. It's a beautiful nonprofit organization. They have wonderful recordings, digital recordings of some of the mamos and their teachings if you want to explore that, as well as other indigenous cultures. And they are going to do it. It's free. There's a link I shared in the WhatsApp. I'll put it in this again just to participate. It's at 2 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. So that would be 5 o'clock East Coast time. And to tune in, even if you don't listen to it live, you can also do your own offering, pagamento prayer, and intentions for California and what's happening there, not only for the earth, but the people and the animals and everything. So that's one thing. And the second thing is our class does start building the Temple of Light. It's the second module, which will be really good. It'll run 4 weeks on Saturday for 1 hour. We're excited about that. This is just going to continue the work what we did in the first class. If you didn't do the first class, we suggest you do that. You can purchase it and listen to it and do it at your leisure on our website. So if anybody wants the link, I'll put it in the bottom of this too, but you can ping me, and that's going to be, it's all pre-recorded. And the last thing, and Michael talked about, we've talked about grids and planetary ascension and stargates and the grids that we did and you do, like whether you're setting up a altar in your home or planting a garden, or it's really powerful when you do it with intention. And we did that 1 day retreat um, in December on the grids. And those of you that joined us live, it was really delicious and fun. And that you can also purchase if you missed it. You can also do it at your leisure, and that's on the website too, as a way. And you can go back and listen and recharge that at any time. And it's even if you reset a grid, and those of you that were in the class, you can still access all those recordings. You might want to do one on a map or for the animals, or I went out to take the grid down and I heard to realign it in another way. So, and to include some of the things happening, where there's a lot of destruction and pain and loss. So, that's also very important work, and it does make a difference. So that's all I have to say.
Yeah, when we do these YouTubes, we try and put them out the same day that we get them. And we don't always know what's going to come through with you because we're creating that vortex with you. It's when we come together in the vortex, we usually don't understand what a fraction of it until after we do it, right? And then you look back and then they kind of disclose, or my higher self kind of discloses what happened. So when Denise says you can go back and look at our YouTubes, you could go back in August and look and say maybe there's something in there around the first strand. If you have some physical or energetic, maybe you want to reactivate that frequency that's being transmitted through this vortex or through the alchemists that are holding the 12D current, right? You can go to October and work with emotional, or September with emotional, October with mental. Well, you can go back and look at those things. And when she's talking about thank you for sharing this, because that was also something that came to me this morning, was that first class that we did on building temples of light, we called it, was the Maharata current, which is the 12D current. That's the current that re-encrypts your DNA. It's an accelerated DNA activation. It's not just a recommend, it's like that's the recommendation. That's what you should be doing, right? That's to re-encrypt because it activates your axiatonal lines. And your axiatonal lines are your vertical connection to all 12 dimensions, which are the instruction sets that go to your crystal seals, to your chakras, and all the Merkabas that you have. It'll spin the Merkabas in the right place and your cells in the right way. So all of that happens. And the grid was the class that she talked about, the grids. Those will create what we call Q zones, 12 dimensional grids of your own property, your own home sanctuary, so that you will be in your own current and you'll be able to be protected. Basically, that's just you'll be protected from your own with your own energy from doing that. So those are the recommendations. Thank you for sharing that again.
Yeah, and I'll just say one other thing. LA, California, and Maui in Hawaii are part of a triangle that has had a lot of reverse energy in it, and Sarasota too. So some of these spots, and as well as Asheville, you can see they're being targeted. So the more we do this work and the more we activate it, the more we can support the areas, because they're really important areas on our planet. I don't want to go down too much of a wormhole, but I just will give that piece of information. You can do your own research or we can talk about it offline. So yeah.
Yeah, so let's I may
Let's
turn
go
off
in.
my can you hear me, honey?
Yep, I can hear you, and I'm gonna have everybody make sure they mute.
I'm gonna turn off my video camera because my internet here in Farmington, New Mexico is not the best. And it has been known to pop out in the middle of meditations from the energy. So I'm going to go off my video and we'll begin.
Thanks, babe.
All right, everyone, check your posture. Bring your hands in namaste in front of your heart. This helps to center us when we bring our hands in our heart. We activate the heart field, the nadis, the energetic centers around our heart, lines our corpus callosum and our both hemispheres, our brain, brings our brain into coherence, brings the brain into coherence with our heart field. And then just slowly just bring the hands down through the center line, around in front of your navel, down through your root chakra. Just kind of gently rest your hands on your lap. It's like a nice subtle clearing of your energy and anchoring it into you. Bring your awareness now to your third eye. And just feel that sphere just inside of your forehead. You may feel it as a disc, sphere, or a conduit. Just feel the energy, the prana that's coming in. Good. And then take a deep breath now into your lungs. Just hold for a second. And it's almost like when you hold, you roll. It's like a forward roll. It's almost like the energy rolls up, down, and around your heart's view, heart up into your higher lungs. And then exhale. Again, breathing in, holds. And as it rolls, as that you may feel that like forward spinning roll. It opens up the inner chamber of your heart. And exhale. What we want to do now, this next inhale breath, we want to breathe into and suck your energy into that hole or that opening that you just opened. Secret space within your heart. Breathing in and breathing in a little bit more now. And then hold. Yeah, that's it. It's like you went into another dimension there, and then exhale. Another dimension within your heart field. We're just now going to continue to breathe into that opening source point within our heart. What that breathing looks like is we're breathing in, pulling energy into the inner chambers, holding and just feeling those inner chambers start charging. They'll kind of just charge on their own. You may feel those pulses. And then when you feel like you've fully charged, then exhale that energy out into your auric field. We're just going to do that together, all of us synchronizing and pulling this. It's a very high silver, pale silver, silver white frequency, which has a blue celestite color to it, like a aura around it. So breathing in, holding that energy there, filling out the inner chambers. You might start feeling the inner chambers of your heart beginning to expand horizontally, left to right. And as it builds, you just kind of exhale the energy back through your heart space, heart field, through your auric field. And what we're doing right now is we're pulling Krystos healing energy from our Krystos family, our 12th dimensional higher self, and all of the intermediary seedings of our higher self through different time spaces of these different ascension cycles. So keep breathing in. Hold. And just have the intention when you exhale that this blue, silver white plasma, you're creating orbs and exhaling them into your auric field. And begin to play with them. You're building them up, pulling them into your heart, into this reality, charging, 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 and exhaling. Maybe it comes out as etheric waters or etheric vapors. Or maybe it comes out as waves or pulses. Just to become accustomed to allowing your cells of your physical body to become accustomed to the resonance of these frequencies that are moving through the gateway of your heart, the stargate of your own heart. Now you're starting to generate some momentum. You may feel like the charge is building in the inner part of your heart, which is great. And as you do that, you'll notice you're also beginning to pull more energy through your third eye. And that third eye energy is kind of moving through the back of your, to the center of your brain, to your pineal gland, and then connects with your medulla oblongata and down through your spine into your heart. So in the next inhale, we're kind of pulling that energy through the third eye, sixth-dimensional energy, into the heart field, and we're mixing it with the energy that's coming through the inner chambers of our heart. And let us breathe in, breathing in. And just hold and let those energies merge, mix, and then exhaling them out into your auric field. Again. And you may start to feel like the plasma beginning to move in your inner chambers of your heart, opening up. Process may take us a little time, so just be in your own movement of the energies, listening to your own inner guidance right now. Okay. The energies to the third eye are building, so you want to see now at your third eye, whether it's a disc or it's a sphere, see a six-pointed Merkaba. Breathe into it and feel it filling with this silver white celestine energy. Celestite. Celestine. You can also begin to interact with that Merkaba field because there's energy coming in through the front of your third eye, but you can also bring in, as you bring in energy through your heart field, charge in your heart field, and then exhale out through your spine, up through your medulla into that Merkaba, so that you're getting energies coming from your source within you and energies coming from the galactic grid. in front of you. And they're starting to mix the silver plasma, silver white plasma. You may feel that the sphere, the Merkaba sphere, is turning into kind of has a halo around it, of a light blue halo. You may notice that the Merkaba itself, it's almost like it's pulsing. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be getting a bit of an upgrade on the Merkaba energies. The silver white Merkaba is the Hierophant. It's the symbol for the 12-strand DNA for the Maharata 12-dimensional current. That's what you're pulling in through your heart field and through your third eye now. And now see that sphere is fully filled now with this light blue plasma energy. And what I'd like you to do now is to just see that sphere, instead of having 6 stars, we're going to see it as 12 stars. 12 tips of the star. So just visualize it as just a sphere. You don't have to know where the tips are. It may even be helpful for you to just count and see which ones pop for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Good. You may notice that your crown chakra opened up, and the tube from your crown chakra is probably about a foot wide, or maybe 3/4 of a foot wide. Cylinder, the tube of light, activated, and it's kind of gone up into your soul star chakra. So your soul star chakra, that sphere is held within this silver white blue aurora flame frequencies. So there's like an induction happening. 12, the increase in the 12-starred Krystos Merkaba, the energy is moving into your pineal gland. It's almost like there's another sphere, or there is another sphere around your pineal at the center of your brain called the cave thrama. It almost fills out your whole brain. And in the center, you can see it as a double-edged quartz crystal, double terminated. The frequencies are coming into your third eye, and they're activating your pineal gland with these 12-dimensional, 12-strand, 12-pointed Merkaba, and the aurora, the original blueprint frequency of aurora Earth. And then the energy of that induction goes into the pineal. It acts like a crystal, which causes the cylinder to open up through your crown, and you become like a pillar of light. Some of you may have noticed not only did you go above your head into your soul star and into your galactic chakra above, but you also, that cylinder filled out and went down around your hips, to around your root chakra, and all the way down to your Earth star beneath your feet, down into the core of Mother Earth. So we're just going to sit here and allow that pillar of Krystos frequency to move in from our heart space. We can move in from our heart space and moving our plasma orbs of our Krystos into the cylinder, filling up the cylinder. Simultaneously, energy is coming in through the third eye with these strand 6 frequencies from our Krystos divine blueprint. And also simultaneously, there's energies into Mother Earth through the planetary grid, planetary stargate, through the Sirius portal. You may start to feel those energies of Mother Earth coming up through the tube of light, your Christos pillar of light into your heart. The best way to integrate them all is just to breathe into your heart. Hold, charge up blue celestite, aurora, Christos energies, and then push it out wherever it wants to go, wherever healing needs to happen. Some of you may feel like we've bilocated or astrally traveled. We're also in as a group, Merkaba field in the healing chamber, Aurora Earth with our Christos families, our Christos selves. And that's where we're actually pulling the energy from through the stargate of our heart, through the crystalline inner caves, inner arrays of our heart field, and into the axiatonal lines, and out through our auric fields, and into our chakras. Good. You almost feel like now the energy in your heart has become strong enough where you can feel as you breathe into your heart, it charges and it magnetically almost like feels like a pump where it pulls the Maharata 12-dimensional frequency through the core of Mother Earth up into your and around your cylinder light. So just get used to that frequency now. Continue to breathe in your heart. Just take a second now, if you can, without disturbing, just look at the image on your screen. Look at the aurora frequencies. These are the frequencies that are coming through your heart. and that you're transmitting right now, and that we are transmitting as a collective. Once you feel like you've got that inducted into your pineal, into your eyesight, breathe it in, and then exhale it through your pineal out into your orb field. And then close your eyes and continue to move the energy up from Mother Earth and into your heart. Excellent. Some more grounding happening right now. You may feel it in your lower back, your tailbone. You kind of feel that magnetically pulling you down into your seated position. You may feel the back of your heart also becoming more grounded or more opened energetically. So you may feel some like it's like a supporting energy that's coming into the back of your heart and surrounding your heart field. And it's also coming in to the secret chamber within your heart. So as you breathe into your heart and hold and charge, it's almost like this energy is coming into your charging or orb of light or aurora field and connecting it. Good. And you can actually, when it charges up, you can almost exhale it through the back as if you're clearing that circuit. It's like a very thin tube. And as you exhale through your heart field, the aurora plasma Krystos energy, see if you can kind of activate the back disc behind your heart. Get that back cone spinning to original Krystos heart, love frequency. And that center point that's like a tube where you can push the Krystos energy through it, and it causes a magnetic field to be engaged that allows the cone to begin to spin clockwise, ever so gently. Continue to breathe into your heart, presencing that disc. The disc asks as like a seal that the instruction sets from the Krystos go into the disc. The disc receives the instructions and begins to generate the magnetic field through the center point, causes the disc to create a cone. Just presence the cone or the disc. Just continue to pull energy through, push energy through. And as the discs become stronger, you may feel your angel wings. You may feel pulses of energy moving through the axiatonal lines of your shoulder, the vertical lines, the vertical nadi current. What you want to do now is centered in your heart space, centered again in that secret space in your heart. When you breathe in, you're breathing energy in through the Krystos portal of your heart. Simultaneously, you're bringing the energy up from your Antakarana through the core of Mother Earth, the diamond core. And you're bringing in energy from your third eye. All of them are meeting in your center point and charging together. Breathing in, pulling all three currents together, charge. And then exhale through the cone of your back, your heart cone, reverse to the back of your heart field. And it's going to begin to spin in its correct codes. And you'll notice that because you may feel some energetic fluctuations, like light wings, or you may feel some charges that move upwards to your shoulders or down to your hips. I'm just going to continue to pull the energy, clear these meridians, these axiatonal lines, strengthen the re-encryption of our heart field. Good. As that opens up, you may notice now the back of your cone is opening up. You may notice also simultaneously the cone of your crown chakra opened up and the cone of your root chakra opened up. So from the center point of both of them, the cone widens down towards Mother Earth from the root, up through your higher self above your crown. And now all of them are all of the chakras and all the cones are just being very gently washed like etheric blue aurora vapors or mists. And your whole inner auric field is becoming this Krystos Aurora mist, consciousness. Just continue to breathe into your heart and allow it to fill out. It's filling out on its own very nicely. You may even feel it kind of like creating a barrier underneath your skin and creating a barrier around your skin. You may even feel it be creating a barrier around your whole auric field. The stronger that you get in holding and charging the energetic magnetic field in your heart, the stronger those auric fields, the buffer fields of the aurora flame anchors in your auric field and anchors in your radial bodies around you. Okay. In this next inhale, you're going to bring the energy into your heart. You're going to charge, and then you're going to lift it up into your, it's not quite as high as your throat, but you're going to lift it up into your breastplate, up into your thymus area. And just, it's like we're breathing into the heart, creating a plasma orb. It can be anywhere from a golf ball to a grapefruit size. And then as you exhale, lift it up. It's almost like you lift your shoulders up and back and lift it up into like your thymus area inside of your chest. Let us begin. Breathing in. Feel that sphere of the aurora flame. And then exhale and lift it up into your thymus. And then breathe from your thymus. Excellent. It's almost like you opened the channel. You opened the channel from your heart into your thymus. And your thymus has almost become its own aurora flame. We can also call this your high heart. And there's like this triangle that opens up around it. That triangle kind of goes from your upper lungs, the bottom part of your upper lungs, is one part of the triangle, and then above your shoulder blades, almost, yeah, above your shoulder blades through your throat. You're breathing into the thymus, the aurora flame sphere energy, the healing energy from your Krystos temples. Pulling it into your thymus and then exhaling it out through that box. You're just kind of filling up that. That goes all the way out to your shoulder blades, outside of your shoulder blades, just slightly above your shoulder blades. And the bottom would be your upper lungs. You feel like your upper lungs are becoming stretched from the inside out. And the plasma is going in there. You can feel it washing and clearing. It feels really good, actually. You may even feel it like it's a bicycle action. It's like you're turning a bicycle through your thymus gland, like a bow tie or an infinity loop. And we're just breathing in here because we're clearing out density. This particular rectangular box contains our stargates in our shoulder blades. High heart is the eighth, and mega galactic. Your shoulder blades are 6 and 7 of your Stargate Templar Kathara grid. You may almost feel like it might feel good for you just to raise your arms in parallel. And when you do that, you kind of bring the energy up from your heart into the thymus. And you just hold your arms spread out, spread eagle, and just allow the energies to kind of move up into the thymus and then out through the rectangle box and out through the shoulder blades and out through your elbows, out through your wrists, out through your fingertips. You'll feel the axiatonal lines. It's almost as if you've got this blue current, blue plasmic current coursing through your fingertips, through the palms of your hand as you're energizing these axiatonal lines, re-encrypting your 12-strand DNA. And when you feel like that's complete, bring your hands back about an inch apart from each other, in front of your thymus. Just feel the energy moving back and forth between the fingertips and the palms of your hand. And how, as they do that, it creates a stabilized circular magnetic field around your heart and around the reticular box. And it's a clockwise magnetic field. And when you feel like that's starting to generate, you're starting to feel that disc. It's like a golden disc, actually. It's quite large. Small for you, that's perfect. But it can be several feet outside of you, left and right, in front of you and behind you. And we're breathing the energy up into the heart and then exhaling it up into the thymus and into that silver disc, gold disc that reaches out beyond your fingertips. And we would call this your Doradic Shield. Doradic Shield. Just breathe through your Doradic Shield. Your Krystos is moving the energy through you now, so just concentrate on what you're receiving. Excellent. Now we're going to start to, now that we're fully open, fully connected, bring your energy back into your heart. Take one deep breath, generate the blue plasma shield, and then just send a very quick bolt down through your endocrina, down into the core of Mother Earth, showing her exactly where you are, your activation, and then she's going to send her blue ball Maharic shield energy back up and around your orb field. Feel her energy around you, enveloping you. fully strengthened, fully sovereign. Bringing your hands in Namaste, bowing to our Krystos Eternal selves. Then slowly opening your eyes. Fully here, fully grounded.
Turn your camera back on, sweetie.